Chapter 57 The Mother of Zombies appears. Chen Qingzhou used his mental strength to check if there was anything unusual around the north of the city. He would check every day for a few days and would have discovered anything unusual long ago. Let's take a look around the tower first, and then go to the west of the city. Chen Qingzhou gave the order. Okay, big brother. The group set off. Chen Shua also arranged 3 teams to garrison in the west of the city. Sister Nguyen, is there another big explosion? Gunwan was with Gunwan every day. Seeing Chen Qingzhou hurriedly said a few words to Gunwan and then went out, she felt a little uneasy. Well, this time it's a bit tricky, but you don't have to worry. There are so many people with special abilities in the base. Although she said this, Gunwan also felt uneasy. What to do? What to do? 066 come out. Master, I am here. There are so many zombies coming towards us. What's going on? Master, don't worry. It's okay. You are the protagonist, and Chen Qingzhou also has the protagonist's aura and can't die. Hey, who's asking this? I'm asking if there's any way to resist zombies. Oh, no. I can't help it. Useless stuff. Master, I am very sad when you say that. I am still a baby. I am just a storage space and I have no combat power. Well, if you can't do it, then ask your main system. Send me someone who can fight. Forehead. Master, if I ask the main system, he wants to trade, but he doesn't have that many points. Oh my god, I'm so anxious. Okay, Master, wait a moment. Gunwan searched everywhere in the space, trying to find some martial arts, but the things she had stockpiled before were all food, and martial arts were the least, so there was nothing worth buying. Gunwan was a little annoyed. After leaving the space, she saw Lu helping in the kitchen, and the head of the Qin family reading a book in the living room. Gunwan had no choice but to wait for news from 066. Chen Qingzhou and his team didn't find anything near the Chia Tower, so it seems it's not here. Are there any people from Yanqing among you? I'm from Yanqing. A dark-skinned young man raised his hand. I'm from Yanqing. A tall boy also raised his hand. I want to ask you, are there any ancient buildings like that in Yanqing? Yes, there is a Lingyin temple in the south of the city. It is said to be hundreds of years old. Yes, there is also an ancient command platform, over there on the small lake. Where is closer to here? The small lake is closer. Then let's go to the lake. Along the way, Chen Qingzhou was exploring with his spiritual thread, but found nothing. When we got to the small lake, the weather was not very sunny today, so the lake's surface was shrouded in mist, and we couldn't see clearly. Chen Qingzhou always felt that something was wrong here, but his spiritual thread didn't detect anything. Very strange. Brother, look. That's the general's platform. The tall boy pointed to a place and asked Chen Qingzhou to look. Chen Qingzhou looked along the path and saw a corridor extending to the center of the lake. There was indeed a platform there, but he didn't see anything unusual, so they headed towards Lingyin Temple. After walking out, Chen Qingzhou looked back and still felt that there was something wrong here. He came back to take a look at night. There was even less gain at Lingyin Temple, and Chen Qingzhou didn't feel as uneasy as he did at the Dianjiangtai just now. It seemed that there was really something on the Dianjiangtai, but it couldn't be seen on the surface. Where was the thing? Brother, nothing was found here. Team Captain Chen Qingzhou reported. We didn't find it in the back mountain either, said the tall boy. Let's take a look around. It's getting dark soon. If there's nothing, we can just leave now and talk about it tomorrow. Yes. At night, Chen Qingzhou and Chen Shua talked about the story of the general's platform that day, and the two brothers went to the platform together to check it out. At night, the lake is sparkling with starlight, making the Dianjiangtai even more mysterious. Brother, is there really something here? We can see clearly on this platform at a glance. Where can the thing be hidden? Chen Shu looked at the general's platform. It was so small and it was just a platform, there was no place to hide it. Chen Qingzhou carefully checked it inside and out again, and he really found something different. Chen Qingzhou walked straight to the center of the platform. Hey, brother, wait for me. Chen Shua trotted to catch up with Chen Qingzhou. Did you find anything, brother? Chen Qingzhou made a hushing gesture, and Chen Shua immediately covered his mouth. Chen Qingzhou now squatted down in the center of the platform, knocking left and right on the ground. Empty. Chen Shua heard the voice and found that the underground in the center of the platform was empty. Chen Qingzhou glanced at Chen Shua and nodded. The things aren't here. We can't act rashly. Go back to find Shaoan and come back tomorrow. The two men left the reviewing platform and headed straight for the military compound. Chapter 58. When they arrived at the military compound, Chen Qingzhou told the guard that he wanted to meet Shan. The guard had met them before and knew that they were the leaders of the North City base, so he took them to Shan's office. Shan hadn't rested yet, so late, and was still working on a plan to deal with the zombie swarm. Sorry to bother you so late, Commander Shao. You're welcome. Please take a seat. Let's not beat around the bush. I think I've found out what the zombies are looking for. Chen Qingzhou stated his discovery straight to the point. Oh, any discovery? Shan was also shocked. He had sent people to look for it but found nothing, but Chen Qingzhou made the discovery in just this afternoon. Yes, we have found something, but I'm not sure what it is. We need to go to the scene to take a closer look. My strength alone is limited. Let's go together tomorrow. Yes, guard. Guard Shan came in to inform Xinjilai of the military region. What do you think it will be? Shan asked Chen Qingzhou. It's hard to say, but it should be something more powerful than the Zombie King. It's right in the center of the little lake Dianjiangtai. It's more powerful than the Zombie King. It's indeed powerful enough to attract so many zombies. Shan also fell into deep thought. After a while, Xing arrived. Chen Qingzhou told him about his discovery again. Xing was also shocked. There really was something there. So are we going now? Let's not go today. Have a good rest. We'll go to Dianjiangtai to check this thing out early tomorrow morning. Shan looked at Lu Kai and asked him to arrange accommodation for Chen Qingzhou and the others. You guys stay here today and leave early tomorrow. Okay, sorry to bother you, Commander Shao. Brother Chen, you're welcome. Chen Qingzhou stated that he and Xing were both staying in the guest house in the military compound. Chen Qingzhou was not sleepy, so he took out the blue crystal that Gunwan gave him and absorbed it. The crystal was absorbed in a few breaths. The blue crystal was very strange. It did not have as powerful energy as the red crystal, but it was very pure. After absorbing it, Chen Qingzhou tried it and found that his supernatural power had been upgraded to level 7. The light of the pill in his dantian was brighter, his whole body felt comfortable, and his hearing could hear farther. Not bad. The improvement in strength gave him more protection when facing the zombies this time. At dawn the next day, Chen Qingzhou was awakened by a knock on the door. When he opened the door, he saw the security guard coming to wake them up. Okay, I'll be right there in a moment. Chen Qingzhou walked to the bedside and looked at Chen Shu, who was still asleep. Chen Shua, wake up, Chen Shua. Chen Qingzhou called Chen Shua twice, but there was no response. Looking at Chen Shua, who was sleeping and drooling, Chen Qingzhou felt helpless. His younger brother had been sleepy since childhood and was always grumpy when he woke up. He didn't know how he became the leader of the base. His subordinates would probably collapse if they saw their leader lying on the quilt without sleeping. Chen Qingzhou slapped Chen Shu on the butt and shouted, "Get up." Chen Shu was startled and sat up, rubbing his butt. Brother, you spanked me again. Get up." Chen Qingzhou was too lazy to pay attention to him and turned into the bathroom to wash up. Really? I'm so old now and you still spank me. I want, Chen Shu muttered while putting on his clothes. What's wrong with you? Chen Qingzhou stood beside the bed and looked down at him. Chen Shu swallowed his saliva and said, "No, not so good." Chen Qingzhou looked at his cowardly look and said nothing and continued brushing his teeth. Chen Shua patted his chest. He was so scared. His brother's eyes just now looked murderous. He was not afraid of anything except his elder brother. After washing up, the two of them went out and ran into Xing, who was also going out. Good morning. Good morning, Chief Xing. Chen Shua greeted him, and Chen Qingzhou just nodded. The three of them had breakfast together in the military district cafeteria. The military district was different. These soldiers were still like they were before. They sang before meals, sat upright, ate quickly, and wore the same green uniform, which made Qingzhou and the other three feel very strange sitting there. What are you all sitting there for? Let's eat. After Sean's voice, the only sound that could be heard in the room was the sound of people chewing rice. After dinner, several people set off to Xiaohu Dianjiangtai. Sean, Lu Kai, Qingzhou, Qinshu, Xing, and Sean led another company. When they arrived at the Xiaohu Dianjiangtai, the five of them walked straight to the center of the platform where Qingzhou had discovered the thing, while the others stood guard on the periphery. Right here, this place is empty. Sean also squatted down and knocked, and it was indeed empty. Several people looked around but couldn't figure out how he got in. They tried moving the floor but couldn't move it. Sean looked at Qingzhou, and at this time Qingzhou also thought of it. It's probably underwater. I guess so. Several people stated that they could not swim, so he had to stay on the shore while the others went into the water to look for him. Only after going into the water did we discover that the platform was not supported by pillars, but was a house-like building with a door. Everyone looked at each other. Qingzhou's lightning ability could not be used underwater, and so did Sean and Lu Kai. At this time, Xing used his water ability to make a key and open the door. Everyone gave him a thumbs up. It turned out that he had water-related abilities. After entering, everyone was shocked by what they saw. The entire room was filled with spirit tablets on three sides, and there was an incense table in the middle with an incense burner on it. Damn, what is this? Xing went forward to check and found that the spirit tablet contained something like the position of a general. This is the memorial tablet for the soldiers who died in the battle. The generals of all generations have not forgotten them and have placed their spirit tablets here on the Dianjiangtai to comfort their spirits in heaven. Once a soldier, always a soldier. Sean and Lu Kai saluted the spirit tablets. Qingzhou released his spiritual thread to investigate and found that there was a box with something in it on the top of the middle spirit tablet. Over there. He pointed to the box. What kind of treasure is that placed so high? Xing also looked over. Qingzhou jumped up and reached for the box. What a fast speed. He is so powerful. Xing only felt a flash in front of his eyes, and Qingzhou had already flown out. He was so fast and strong. He is indeed amazing. His supernatural power has been upgraded again. Just as Qingzhou was about to take the box emitted a huge halo that bounced Qingzhou away. Others were also shocked when they saw this scene. Are you okay? Lu Kai was closest to Qingzhou. He felt Qingzhou take 2 steps back after landing. Fine. Everyone began to look at the box carefully. The box was square and brown, with no patterns or words on it. It was placed in the middle of the 8th row of the memorial tablet. What is this? I don't know. I can feel a strong force when I get close to it. And this box seems to be able to absorb energy. Some of my energy was absorbed by it just now. What the hell is this thing? Xing didn't believe it, so he tried it out, but he was also bounced out and fell on his back. Pa. Lu Kai helped Xing up. Xing rubbed his butt, thinking he was almost dead from the fall. It was really frustrating to compare yourself with others. Qingzhou only took 2 steps back, but he fell on his back. It seemed that he had to work hard to improve his strength. Looking at the people here, he was the weakest. He couldn't tell the strength of Sean and Qingzhou, but they were probably very strong. Lu Kai was 1 level higher than him. Commissar Lu, let's use the spiritual thread to investigate. The 2 of them released their spiritual threads at the same time. As soon as the spiritual threads reached the box suddenly glowed. At this time, Lu Kai controlled the spiritual threads to move outside. Qingzhou took the opportunity to enter the box and found a lotus jade pendant with a light ball on it. There was a female zombie inside. The light that attacked them was emitted by it. After seeing the situation clearly, Qingzhou quickly withdrew. How is it? What's inside? Xing asked anxiously. Mother of zombies. What? Sean, Lu Kai, and Xing exclaimed at the same time. Yes, a prototype of a female zombie. I think it should be the mother of zombies. It shouldn't be able to attract so many zombies. What should we do then? Xing was so anxious that he turned around in circles. There is also a lotus jade pendant inside. I think this jade pendant is the key to giving birth to the mother of zombies. It is said that a long time ago, there was a female general in Yanqing. She was very powerful and heroic, and her enemies were terrified. Later, she died in battle, and her body was burned to ashes, leaving only a jade pendant. You mean the jade pendant of that female general? Chen Qingzhou looked at Sean. Sean nodded. It's possible. The jade pendant has spiritual energy. Besides, this place is too in. It's a perfect place to breed a zombie mother. Several people nodded and thought what Sean said made sense. Then what should we do now? We can't get the box. Chen Qingzhou looked at the box and thought about it. He thought he had a way to get the box, but he didn't want her to come here because the Yin energy here was too heavy. She was already pregnant, and he thought of Gunwan and their baby who had the ability to purify. With Gunwan, he could get close to the box and get it. Sean fell into deep thought. Chen Qingzhou was stronger than him. If he can't get it, then I can't get it either. What should I do? Chapter 59. Chen Qingzhou thought about it and decided to go back and bring Gunwan with him. There was no other way. I have a way to get the box, but I have to go back and fetch someone first. Who? Xing looked at Chen Qingzhou. He came up with a solution so quickly. My wife. Chen Qingzhou curled his lips into a smile, then turned and walked out. What? There will be a solution if his wife comes. Xing scratched his hair, not understanding. Maybe there is a way. Sean didn't know what solution Chen Qingzhou had, and he had to ask his wife to come as well. Chen Qingzhou got out of the water, and Chen Shu hurried forward and pulled him ashore. How is my brother? I have to go pick up your sister-in-law. Why did you pick up my sister-in-law? You'll know in a moment. Chen Qingzhou drove to the base villa. Gunwan was anxious at home. There was still no news about 066, so she looked through various books and found many ancient books to see if there was an apocalypse in ancient times. In the end, there was no apocalypse. In all the cultures she knew, there was no apocalypse. If she hadn't experienced 2 lifetimes, she would have thought it was impossible. Li Lu heard Gunwan sigh, got on the horse and held her hand. Sister Wan, are you worried about Brother Chen? No, I'm not worried about him. He's too strong to be in trouble. I'm just worried about when this apocalypse will end. When will the apocalypse end? Sometimes I wonder how nice it would be if this was just a dream, and when I wake up I can still go to school happily as before. Gunwan smiled. Yes, things were so good before. Wife, please come with me. Chen Qingzhou ran into the villa, grabbed Gunwan, and was about to walk out. Why are you in such a hurry? Be careful about your daughter-in-law's belly. The head of the Chen family reminded. Chen Qingzhou was so anxious that he forgot that Gunwan was still a pregnant woman. He carefully helped Gunwan walk out. We found the mother of zombies, but it's too powerful to get close to. We have to ask our baby to go and check it out. Chen Qingzhou lowered his voice and spoke in Gunwan's ear, touching her belly. Let's go then. The two got in the car, and Chen Qingzhou quickly started the car and drove to Xiaohu Dianjiangtai. When we arrived at the Dianjiangtai, we helped Gunwan out of the car. Now we had to figure out how to get into the water. Where is it? Gunwan asked as she looked at the plain platform that didn't even have a corridor. Underwater. Let's go then. Chen Qingzhou looked at Gunwan, then looked at her belly. Oh no, I can swim. Just hold on to me when you get in the water. You can swim. How come I didn't know that? I never told you, and you never asked. It seems so. The two people quickly went into the water. Sean, Lu Kai, and Xing saw that Chen Qingzhou really brought his wife, who was pregnant. What was he going to do? No, Brother Chen, my sister-in-law is still pregnant. It's not good to bring her to a place like this. Xing was a little scared when he saw Gunwan's big belly. It was so big that she must be about to give birth. Gunwan smiled and said, "Hello everyone, my name is Gunwan. Whether you can get the box today is up to my wife." Chun Qingzhou pointed at the box and showed it to Gunwan.
Sean looked at Gunwan.
She didn't have any special powers, so why did Chun Qingzhou say that he had to rely on her to get the box? Lu Kai and Xing were also confused. "Okay, no problem for me, are you ready?" Chun Qingzhou nodded, and Gunwan touched her belly. "Baby, let's start." I saw a beam of light coming out of Gunwan's belly and hitting the box. The box didn't move and didn't glow anymore. Chun Qingzhou took the opportunity to jump onto the spiritual platform and took the box. Seeing this scene, Sean, Lu Kai, and Xing's eyes widened. That's how we got it. Xing set his sights on Gunwan's belly. It was in this belly that Neza was so powerful. Sean and Lu Kai looked at each other. He had seen many people with superpowers, but he had never seen a baby with superpowers in the belly. It was so magical. Chun Qingzhou took the box back to the ground. Several people gathered around to look. Chun Qingzhou wanted to open the box, but couldn't. The other people also tried but couldn't open it. Several people looked at each other, not knowing what to say. Gunwan tried, but it didn't open. "That's weird. What should I do now?" Since those zombies are coming for the mother of zombies, then with this box in our hands, the zombies will not dare to approach Yanqing. Then we can find a way to deal with them. My sister-in-law's baby must have special powers. He's not even afraid of the mother of zombies. Sean looked at Gunwan's belly. "Yeah, my baby must have special abilities. As long as the zombies see the light, they won't dare to get close. Then you will keep this box. We are going to the west of the city now. I think some zombies have already arrived." Several people got out of the water together and rushed to the garrison in the west of the city.